It's 8 p.m. on a Tuesday. The dishes are done, the day's over, and the Johnson family, all four of them, are sitting together in the living room. Together. And yet, look at them. Mom is on the couch, phone in hand, scrolling through photos of places she'll probably never visit. Dad is in the armchair, buried in work emails he already read twice. Their daughter, 12 years old, is lying on the floor with headphones in, laughing silently at something on her tablet. Their son, 9, is beside her, thumbs tapping furiously at a screen. 4 people, 1 room, 0 conversation. The only sound is the faint hum of a television that nobody is watching. The father, let's call him Mark, looks up from his phone. He doesn't know why. Maybe it was instinct. Maybe something deep inside him quietly cleared its throat. He looks at his wife. She doesn't notice. He looks at his kids. They don't notice either. And in that moment, something moves through him. Not anger, not frustration. Something quieter than that. Something that feels a little bit like grief. Because he remembers how this room used to feel. He remembers their daughter at age 7 standing on that very couch, performing a dramatic retelling of her entire school day. He remembers his son once laughing so hard at dinner that milk came out of his nose, and how they all laughed until their sides hurt, until the whole kitchen was warm with it. He remembers the noise of this family, the beautiful, exhausting, irreplaceable noise. And now? Silence. He wants to say something, but the silence has weight to it now. It has texture. It's been building for so long that breaking it feels almost rude, like interrupting a meeting no one agreed to have. He thinks, we're not disconnected, we're just tired. This is just how it goes. But a harder, quieter truth settles in behind that thought. They haven't had a real conversation in days. Not a real one. They share a home, share meals sometimes, share a last name, but they have stopped sharing themselves. They are surviving under the same roof, but they are no longer truly living together. Then he remembers something. A simple idea he once heard about a glass jar. Imagine your life is a jar, and everything you need to put into it, your family, your presence, your deep connections, those are the big rocks. They take up space. They need space. But then there's the sand, the endless scroll, the notifications, the inbox that never empties, the content that entertains for 30 seconds and evaporates in 31. If you pour the sand first, the rocks don't fit. And Mark realizes, quietly, painfully clearly, that every night they had been walking into this room and pouring in the sand, night after night, until there was no room left for each other. He turns his phone face down on the armrest. Then he stands up, walks over to the couch, and sits down next to his wife. Closer than he sat in a while. He looks at his kids, and he asks, gently, a little awkwardly, like someone speaking a language they haven't used in too long, "Hey, does anyone want to play a game?" His son looks up first, then his daughter, then his wife. And just like that, something warm comes back on in the room, slowly, like a light you forgot existed. The sand will always be there. The scroll never ends. There will always be one more email, one more video, one more reason to look down. But the people sitting next to you, they won't always be there. Not like this, not young like this, not needing you like this. So tonight, just tonight, try putting the rocks first. Turn the phone over, look up, ask a silly question, start something small. Because the heavy silence, it only takes one voice to break it. If this story moved something in you, hit like, leave a thought in the comments. I read every single one. Subscribe if you want more of these quiet little reminders. And remember, Make room for your rocks. See you next time.